Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Club for the Calcutta Races Monsoon meeting 6th Wednesday 3rd September 2025 race preview. The first race of the day is a State Treasure Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1600 meters. Well, Cool Daddy Global Fashion had a start in race number 16 where Cool Daddy, who was in front into the last 250 meters, started to slow down and eventually finished on fourth. The 5 runners. Then Cool Daddy had a start in race number 23 where Cool Daddy finished on 11th of 11. Global Fashion, who was racing in 4th spot, then made up a placing and strong riding from jockey Hasib Alam, and eventually Global Fashion finished on 3rd. Today the mount of P. Trevor. Next up, number 3 is Just Dash. Had a start during the current season in race number 1 where Just Dash went over 1200 meters, was racing in 10th spot and then started to make some ground and eventually finished on 7th of 11 runners. The winner here was Kindred Spirit, who won the race by 6 lengths, and Just Dash today the mount of Arul JH is drawn 4. 4 is Artemis Zelda. A couple of starts already in this season for Artemis Zelda. In race number 1 finished on 2nd to Kindred Spirit. In race number 8, the one we are looking at, over 1100 meters, Artemis Zelda was in 2nd spot, had a forward run, then into the last 250 meters and dropped back slightly, eventually finished on 4th of 9 runners. The winner here was Skyhawk. 5 is Pete Goss. Had a very rough run in race number 31, brushed the rails a couple of times and was in 5th spot into the home straight. I think the exertions perhaps took a toll and Pete Goss did not make any further improvements, finished on 5th of 9 runners. The winner was Rudro. We move on to the second race of the day, the Brush Aside Handicap for horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1800 meters. The runner we are looking at is Norwegian Wood. In the current season in race number 18, Norwegian Wood went over 1400 meters, was in 6th spot and a clustered finish, finished on 9th eventually after not really getting the opening that Norwegian Wood would have liked. And this daughter of Win Legend out of Woodburg is the mount of R. Pepper begin today. Arabesca, the start we are looking at is from Hyderabad season where 2 from 2 is Arabesca. Went over 1400 meters in race number 9 and eventually won the race by 3 3/4 of a length. Last start was in race number 36 during the monsoon season there, where she was in 4th spot, but just look at her, she absolutely trounced the opposition, won the race by 7 3/4 of a length. In 2nd spot was Federer. Next up we got 4, Galway Girl. Galway Girl definitely did her connections proud when she won in race number 81 during the Bangalore summer meeting. She came back to Calcutta, no change of luck for her. She went on a start to finish mission and absolutely blew the field away. Eventually had 7 lengths to spare over 2nd place Zambezi. Galway Girl, the mount of Vishal and Bunde. We move on to the third race of the day, the Shivans Cup for horses rated 81 and above, rated 61 to 86, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1600 meters. First one we are looking at is Raffaello. Raffaello had a very decent winter season, won 3 races there. The start we are looking at is from the current season, race number 17, went over 1400 meters, was in 4th spot, eventually finished on 4th to Trahila. Raffaello perhaps needed the start, today the mount of Ashad Ashbar. Next up we are looking at Satyapur. Summer down south had 3 starts in the Bangalore summer season and a start in Mysore. In Bangalore finished on 3rd in race number 90 over 1600 meters. The start we are looking at from the Mysore season in race number 76 where Satyapur was in 2nd spot, then took charge for a while but then was beaten close home by Razorbuck, and Satyapur today the mount of Imran Chisti, drawn 1. 4 is Stormy Ocean. Stormy Ocean had a start in the current season in race number 28, where Stormy Ocean was in 6th spot and came up with a run on the wide outside and eventually got into the place money, finished on 3rd of 10 runners. The winner was King of Mafia, Stormy Ocean, the mount of Arman Khan. We move on to the 4th race of the day, the retort handicap for horses grade 21 to 46, grade 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. First up, we're looking at Zambezi, who's had 3 starts already in the current monsoon season. In race number 15, earlier start, finished on 2nd to Galway Girl, about 7 lengths from the winner. Last start was a little slowly out of the gates, was in 4th spot, then finished on 4th of 6 runners. The winner here was Goodwill. We're looking at Tusaw. Tusaw had a decent winter season, picked up a win and a couple of placed effort. This start is from the current season in race number 30, where Tusaw was racing in 8th spot. When asked for an effort, Tusaw did not really accelerate, in fact dropped back, finished on 9th of 12 runners. The winner here was Madras Check. Number 4 is Indian Jack. Indian Jack summered in Bangalore, had a couple of starts there in race number 112 in the Bangalore summer season, finished on 9th over 1200 meters. The start we're looking at from race number 163, where Indian Jack went over 1600 meters, was in 6th spot, then when asked for an effort, dropped back, eventually finished on 7th. Indian Jack today, the mount of Imran Chisti. 7 is Cristaldo. A couple of starts for Cristaldo already in this season. Race number 10 finished on 9th. Race number 15, Cristaldo was racing in 7th spot, then made up a couple of placings down the center and finished on 5th of 7 runners. The winner here was Galway Girl. Eight is Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen has had 2 starts in this season, and race number 1 finished on 5th. Race number 14, the one we are looking at, Dancing Queen, went over 1600 meters, was in 2nd spot, then came up with a run and just finished on 2nd to Togo. Dancing Queen, the mount of Ankush, who claims 5 kilos off. 9 is Clap Your Hands. Clap Your Hands had a start in race number 19, was in 4th spot, had a forward race, then when the race came to a boil, Clap Your Hands started to drop back, eventually finished on 9th of 12 runners. The winner here was Skyhawk. Clap Your Hands, the mount of Aurul JH, and drawn 6. Twelve is Macchiato. Macchiato had a start in race number 31 in the current season, picked up a win during the winter season. Here in Macchiato, went over 1400 meters, was in 6th spot. When asked for an effort, Macchiato did not really have anything in the tank left, eventually dropped back to last spot, 9 of 9. The winner was Rudra, and Macchiato, the mount of Shrikant Kamli, drawn 7. We move on to the 5th and feature race of the day, the Calcutta Fillies Trial Stakes for Indian fillies, 3-year-old only, to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. First up, we're looking at Eleonora. Eleonora had 3 starts on the Calcutta winter track, picked up a win in race number 127. The one we are looking at during the Bangalore summer meeting in race number 157 over 1200 meters. Eleonora went on a start to finish mission, had a long lead coming into the home straight, eventually almost 2 lengths to spare at the winning post to Mutual Trust. Eleonora is the mount of Yash Naredu. Couple of runners we are looking at, Enola Holmes and Morano. Enola Holmes, the start we're looking at is from race number 10, where Enola Holmes was in 5th spot, then came up with a run and has subsequently won in race number 25. Morano, who's unbeaten on the Calcutta track, 2 wins on the Calcutta winter track, and a start and a win in the Calcutta monsoon track, where Morano eventually had 6 lengths to spare. Three is Kerry Gold. Kerry Gold has picked up 2 wins from 4 start, and the run we are looking at is during the Calcutta monsoon season. In race number 3, the win Kerry Gold had was in race number 23, but the start we are looking at is from race number 3 over 1100 meters, where Kerry Gold, after being in a prominent position, dropped back and eventually finished on 7th. 4 is Murley. Murley is the Western India challenger. The run we are looking at is from the current Pune season in race number 50, where Murley was in 2nd spot, but as they turned for home, took charge and eventually had 2¼ lengths to spare over Jackson, who was finishing fast, but Murley had all and sundry covered. Murley is the daughter of Lita Moore out of Merletta. 6 is Mystical Dawn, who's by Smuggler's Cove out of Mykonos, 2 wins from 6 starts so far. Mystical Dawn is from Hyderabad. The last start was in race number 46 in the Hyderabad summer season, where Mystical Dawn was in 3rd spot, then took charge and won the race by almost 2 lengths. 7 is Polka Dot. Couple of starts for this daughter of Western aristocrat out of Jersey Girl. First up in race number 70 during the winter season, finished on foot to Morano. Last start, Polka Dot was in 2nd spot. This was over 1400 meters and took charge and eventually had 9 lengths to spare over Goodwill, who subsequently won a race. So Polka Dot, the mount of Pete Trevor, definitely a frontline contender here. 8 is Shine, who has won races in Madras and Mysore and had a start during the Bangalore summer season, is by Dreamfield out of Let There Be Light. The run we are looking at is in the Phillies Trial Stakes in Mysore Race Club, where Shine, after being in 3rd spot, took charge and eventually won the race by a good part of 6 lengths. Shine is the mount of A Sandesh and drawn 4. So that's the lineup for the Phillies Trial Stakes 2025. Sixth race of the day is the Dysnomia Handicap Division 1 for horses weight 21 to 46, weight 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. First runner we are looking at is Trebia. A couple of starts for Trebia, and race number 12 finished on 7th behind Light the World. Last start was in race number 23, where Trebia was in 5th spot, then came up with a run and eventually finished on 6th of 11 runners. The winner here was Kerry Gold. 4 is Oishika. Oishika has had a win during the Calcutta winter season. The start that we are looking at is from the current season in race number 10, where Oishika went over 1100 meters, was in 4th spot, then came up with a late surge and eventually finished on 3rd, and the winner was Morano. Couple of runners from race number 19, Sabar and Spirit Bay. Spirit Bay moved switch base from Western India, has had couple of starts. Sabar, who was on a start to finish mission into the last 100 meters after shaping well, was beaten close home by Skyhawk, and Spirit Bay, who has had 2 starts, 2 unplaced efforts so far. Eight is Victorious Omen. Victorious Omen has had couple of starts during the current Pune season. Race number 26 finished on 8 over 1600 meters. Last start was over 1200 meters in race number 48, where Victorious Omen, after being in 5th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 5th of 8 runners. The winner here was Timeless Fortune and Victorious Omen, the mount of Mukesh Kumar. 9 is Polki, who's by Soft Rider out of Silken Eyes. A start in race number 27 for Polki. Went over 1200 meters, was in 2nd spot, then came up with a run and eventually finished on 3rd. And the winner here was Zalia. Polki is the mount of Shrikant Kamble, drawn 5. The seventh and last race of the day, the Dysnomia Handicap Division 2 for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. We're looking at 3 runners. This is from race number 19, Impressive Annie, Trillionaire and Memphis. Impressive Annie, this was the second start for Impressive Annie after being in 4th spot in race number 3. Here Impressive Annie was in 5th spot, stayed on in 5th. 4th Trillionaire, who ran a little bit wide and then took the inside passage into the last 300 meters and eventually finished on 3rd. And 8 Memphis was racing in mid-pack and eventually finished on 8th of 12 runners. Three is Saranaika. A start for Saranaika in the current season after winning a race in the early part of the winter season in race number 6 there. Here Saranaika was racing in 5th spot. When asked for an effort, dropped back and eventually finished on 7th of 7. The winner here was Galway Girl Saranaika, today the mount of Anthony Raj S, drawn 1. Six is Dubai King. Start from race number 3 in the current season, where Dubai King went over 1100 meters under very poor visibility. Dubai King was in 4th spot but then dropped back, eventually finished on 9th of 9. The winner here was Bundle of Charm. Dubai King again the mount of Mohammad Samir. Seven is Kitaro. Kitaro signed off the winter season in Calcutta with a win and summered in Bangalore. Couple of starts during the summer meeting in Bangalore. Finished on 8th and race number 38. The start we are looking at is from race number 101 over 1600 meters. Kitaro, after being in 6th spot, dropped back and eventually finished on 8th of 11 runners. Kitaro is the mount of Imran Chisti today, drawn 9. Final runner we are looking at is NRI Fantasy. The start is the penultimate start for NRI Fantasy, where NRI Fantasy finished on 8th. The subsequently has had a start in race number 20, where NRI Fantasy finished on 2nd to Vince Angel. So that's the lineup for the day, ladies and gentlemen, and see you at the races. Thank you.